Bienvenue mes amis, and welcome to another vocabulary edition of Bonjour and all that. Today's vocabulary, well, it's vocabulary from one of our favorite units, Unit 3A. All right, you know how this works, but I'll go ahead and say it anyway. I will pronounce the French word or phrase twice to give you an idea of how it sounds, and then I will reveal what that word means in English. Now, at any time, you feel free to pause this recording and practice the pronunciation yourself. All right, let's get started. I believe we have 45 terms to get through in about 15 minutes, so we won't waste any time. Number one, un animal de compagnie. Un animal de compagnie. And what does that mean? Of course, it means pet. Good. Long, long phrase for such a short English word, right? Okay, next up. Un bébé. Un bébé. And you could probably guess what that means. Right, it means baby. Okay, we move on. Un beau-frère. Un beau-frère. Well, this looks interesting. It means brother-in-law. All right? We're going to get into some relationship kinds of vocabulary here. So that's how you say brother-in-law. All right? I know you want more. Here it comes. Un beau-père. Un beau-père. And in French, that's how we say father-in-law or stepfather. Interesting that that word can mean both, huh? All right. Here we go. Un chat. Un chat. Now, this isn't a person, it's a cat. An animal de compagnie, right? But they can be part of the family, too. You know that. Next up. Un chien. Un chien. Okay, this is like you're saying the syllables she, un, but you say them real fast, and this is a one-syllable word. So when you do it right, it comes out un chien. And of course, that's how we say dog. All right, let's see what's waiting for us. Un cousin. Un cousin. And it means exactly what it looks like. It's how you say cousin, your male cousin. All right, so later on you'll see the word for female cousin. I know you can't wait. Un demi-frère. Un demi-frère. All right, that is a stepbrother or a half-brother. Okay, good. How you doing with the pronunciation? Pretty good so far? I hope so. All right, let's see what's next. Un enfant. Un enfant. Has that nice on sound in there, and that's how we say a child. Okay, kind of looks like infant, doesn't it? All right. Un fils. Un fils. Right? Notice we don't pronounce the L at all, but we do pronounce the S, and it's weird because it's a singular word that ends with S. And that's how you say son, S-O-N. Un frère. Un frère. And believe it or not, that means brother. Okay? Un grand-parent. Un grand-parent. And you figured that out, I hope. A grandparent. Un grand-père. Un grand-père. And that is how we say grandfather. Good, you're getting the hang of this. Next up. Un mari. Un mari. And that's the word for husband. Un neveu. Un neveu. which is the good old nephew. All right, we're a third of the way through. Boy, we're moving. Un oiseau. Un oiseau. Well, that's a pretty word. What does it mean? It means bird. Some people have birds as pets, right? All righty. Un oncle. Un oncle. And you probably guessed what that is, but I'll go ahead and confirm your suspicions, and that is the word for uncle. Un parent. Un parent. And of course, you figured that out. Means parent. Un père. Un père. Okay, this has been part of several words, and I know by now you know it means father. Un petit enfant. Un petit enfant. Right, literally, little child. But in reality, it means grandchild. All right, next. Un petit-fils. Un petit-fils. And maybe you concluded that this means grandson, and you were right. Okay, let's see what's waiting. Un poisson. Un poisson. And believe it or not, that's how you say fish. Some people have fish for animal de compagnie. Oui? Oui. Un voisin. Un voisin. Now, this is not a relative, but it is somebody who is close to you. All right? And that would be your neighbor. And this is, of course, the male version of neighbor. Une belle-mère. Une belle-mère. Now we've moved into feminine nouns. And this is how you say mother-in-law or stepmother. All right. Une belle-sœur. Une belle-sœur. And note how that O and E are written close together. They're supposed to. It's called an E dans l'eau. And it's what we call a ligature. So when you write it, make sure that O and E are written close together. And belle-sœur means sister-in-law. Une cousine. Une cousine. And yep, you're right. It means cousin, the female version. Une demi-sœur. Une demi-sœur. Once again, we see that E dans l'eau. All right, and that is how we say stepsister or half-sister. All right, we're more than halfway through. Chugging on. Next one up, please. Une famille. Une famille. And maybe you figured out that that means family. All right. Une femme. Une femme. And that is how we say woman or wife in French. So it pulls double duty there. It can mean either one. Une fille. Une fille. And that is the word for girl or daughter. So this too has a double meaning. We love French words that do that, don't we? Okay, but there's more. Une grande mère. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that D. My mistake. I just got so excited. Let me say it for you right. Une grand-mère. There, that's better. Une grand-mère. Sometimes I just get carried away. And that is how you say, right, grandmother. Okay, next one. Une mère. Une mère. And it doesn't take a detective to figure out that means mother. All right, going down the list here. Une nièce. Une nièce. And that's how we say niece. But you knew that, didn't you? Okay. Une petite fille. Une petite fille. And that's how you say granddaughter. All right, not many more to go. So let's see what they are. Une sœur. Une sœur. Again, I'll remark about the down low, O and E written close together, has that kind of not a really pretty sound. Une sœur. And that means a sister. All right, 10 more to go. Une tante. Une tante. And that's the word for aunt, or aunt, as some people say. I say aunt. Okay. Une voisine. Une voisine. And I'm sure you remember. That's how you say neighbor. This is the female version. All right. Let's see what's next. Divorcé. Divorcé. Okay, now we've moved into the verbs, and it's probably obvious what this one means. To divorce. All right, since we're talking about relationships, that's part of it. Okay, but there are happier parts. Let's see if we can find them. Épouser. Épouser. And this means to marry. Okay. Now we're into the adjectives. And you can figure this one out, I know. Adopter. And in the feminine, we add an E, and it's still pronounced the same way. Adopter. And that's the word for, of course, adopted. 5 more to go. Célibataire. Célibataire. All right, that's a mouthful, and that's how you say single, as in not married. So a single person is célibataire. All right. Divorcé, with the E accent aigu for the masculine, and then we add an E for the feminine. Doesn't change the pronunciation, just the spelling. Divorcé, divorcé. And I know you can figure this one out. Yes, it means divorced. All right, just 3 more to go. Let's see what they are. Fiancé. Fiancé. And that is the adjective for engaged. Let's see. We're winding on down now. Just 2 more. And the next to the last is marié. Marié. Yes, it does mean married. And let's see what the last one is. Ta-da! It is séparé. Séparé. And that would be the word, yes, for separated. Okay, well, there's our relationship vocabulary. I hope you enjoyed this one. I know I certainly did, and I can't wait to come back and share another vocabulary with me. Hey, you guys have fun out there. Speak French, and I'll be with you a little bit later. All right? Au revoir, mes amis.